Okay, folks. Hello, and this is Colan from Kincaid Outdoors, and welcome to my Thursday night live stream and second of 3 giveaways. I like to welcome my regulars, Jeff Jackson, Cecilia, LT, Lori, Michigan Mom, Grace, South Florida DCL, and Trail Trash, otherwise known as Travis. Thank you all. And I see some newcomers. Daniel Gosman, thank you. Sorry, almost forgot you. Got a couple of new ones. Dibs and Drams, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. How's everybody doing? Okay, it's not a problem. You got some time before the drawing. Mac, look, chicken. I dropped my piece on the floor. So, how is everybody today? I am going to be doing some stuff here, so give me a second here. Pop out my chat. That's going to work. Do this, do that, do the other thing. I'm hoping that everybody is well. And those people who have not entered the competition, the contest, whatever, the giveaway, please go to last week's chat live stream on Thursday. It's listed in the description below. And find the keyword, the main word, and then post it in that particular comment section below. I will be drawing at 9 p.m. Central Time. Glad to hear it, South. Glad to hear it, Jeff. Jeff, for those who weren't here, is last week's winner of the archery shooting glove. He's shown me pictures. It fits him pretty well. Please forgive me. I am nibbling on my supper over here. What do you mean step up, Cecilia? Did I do something wrong? Can you hear? Hey, Cindy, thanks for coming. Hawaii Volcano Squad, thank you. How you doing, sir? Oh, sorry, it's raining. Amanda, thank you for coming. Hope everybody's doing well. Jesse, thank you for coming. Charmaine Park, how you doing? If you guys see me eating, please forgive me. We were running a little late today, so had to cook supper a little late. So I cooked up some chicken. Hey. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I tried to tell you guys, it's green, but it looks blue. This is blue. That pack is green. Evan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, the picture that was on here before my stream started is for the next week's giveaway. So, at the end of this stream, I will say a word. Please post it below in the discussion section below, and you'll be entered to win a chance to win the backpack. So please forgive me if I'm eating. I understand, Amanda. Both you and JV are working. Well, you're going to have to fight a few people, Jeff. It may become, I'm not sure if it's a bare knuckle brawl or anything like that, but you're just going to have to wait and see. I have no idea who's going to win.
Marcus.
Cut that bag. I don't know who's going to win tonight's giveaway or next week's giveaway. But whoever does, I'm happy for either one of you, any of you. So I want to thank you all for being here. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So this is my way of saying thanks. I am sorry to say that I am no longer over 1,000 subscribers. I wish I was, but I am not. You guys see me munching, I apologize. It's really good chicken. Cecilia, Jeff backed out of the drawing for the striker because he doesn't have a use for it, but it wouldn't be used if he won it. He wanted to go to someone who actually would use it. That is good chicken. Oh, that's okay, Charmaine. Are you entered into the contest, Charmaine? Let me know if you are. Now, Jeff, even though he had entered, he's going to, if his name shows up, he wants me to pick somebody else. South Florida said the same thing. And I'm sure, let's see, who else was it? Cliff, Fox Outdoors. He's not even entering because he knows that, that's the way it works. He's going to be in the background somewhere. I really hope whoever wins the striker, which is here, right here, waiting for a new owner. For those people who have not seen the striker, or, well, you should. You got until 9 o'clock, Charmaine. This is what the contest is for tonight. You're going to try to win this flint and steel set. It's a dragon fire striker. As you can see, there's a dragon. It's a file here. You can use it for sharpening your knives. You can, if you had a pen, you can make it into a blanket pen for, holding a blanket around to keep yourself warm. You could use it for self-defense, as you can probably see. I'm not going to say what it is. And you can also use it for what its intended purpose, for starting fires. And it comes with this really nice big piece of shirt. As you can see, really nice. And I have thrown in some char cloth. Nice little bag, that way it keeps it clean. The Altoids tin is there because, well, you need to make more char cloth than what I gave you, and this at least gives you an opportunity to make some. But along with that, in the nice canvas bag, is some fat wood. Sorry, this little bag of fat wood. I'm not throwing any more than that because this can be the winner's bag of choice for holding their Tinder bundles or whatever it is that use their jute, what have you. So this is what is going on for giveaway tonight. The backpack, that's next week. Hey, Reef Robber, how you doing, brother? Reef, are you entered in the contest, the drawing? If anybody who is not entered and wants to enter for the chance to win the Steel Striker, down below is the link to the video. find the word, post the word, and then that'll give me a chance to see who's going to be all entered. Right now, I did some checking. We have 19 entries. There's still a chance to get your name in and go for it. Amanda, I know you want to walk away with this one. We have a lot of people who are really interested in this thing. And I'm really glad and really hopeful that whoever gets it. Okay, Reed. I'm doing a 3-part giveaway. I gave away a archery shooting glove. Let's see, I'm not sure if I had my other one. Oh yeah. Last week, I gave a shooting glove exactly like this one away. And Jeff Jackson, who's in the chat there, won it. We got an extra one. But this is what's being given away tonight if you're entered. I'll show it to you one more time. This dragon-headed steel striker for flint and steel. It comes with char cloth. It comes with a little bag of fat wood, and it comes with a big piece of chert because we don't have flint here in Iowa. We have chert. And that comes in the ambiguous Altoids 10 for you can make more char cloth. That way, everything is copacetic and all the other fun stuff. And it comes in a nice canvas bag. And yes, it does say pancake mix, confetti pancake mix, because back in the day, because I do rendezvous and stuff like that, and that's what we used. So there's that. But if you want to enter last week's live on Thursday, you got to watch the video. At the end of the video, there's the word I stated, and you will have to put that in the comment section below on that video. Not this one, but that one. And at the end of this video, I'll be giving a word for you need to put in the comment section of this video in order to try to win the backpack. Hey, Reese, how you doing? Travis, be safe, brother. Thank you, Reef. I really appreciate it. Be safe, Mallory. Thank you for coming. Everybody's traveling tonight. Like I said, I'm going to say apologies, folks, because I'm eating. Everything was running a little late today. I got told after I got to work I was on the road, so I've been on the road all day. And I got told when I got back, I'm on the road again tomorrow. Hey, Don, J&J Homestead, thank you for coming. So, if you're entered, do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me see who's all here. Because one of the rules is that you must be here in order to win. Being in the chat, listening counts. Hey, Prippercheck, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I'm not sure if you've heard, but I am doing a giveaway. I'm hoping I get enough people entered. Really cool. It would be kind of cool. This is what I'm giving away. Can you say it? Get jammed in there. Is this dragon-headed steel striker with flint and steel. It comes with its own piece of shirt, really nice piece of shirt. Got some char cloth in there, and I've got some fat wood as well. And it comes in a nice canvas bag. And yes, it does say pancake mix on it, so let it be. And it comes with an Altoids tin where you can make your own extra char cloth if need be. That way, you're covered. You end up, and the pouch is big enough where you can keep your tinder bundles, your bird's nests, whatever you use for starting fires. So if anybody's interested and you want to enter, in the description below, there's a link to my last week's live stream on Thursday. And I put a word at the end. I said a word at the end of that live stream, and you enter that word in the description below of that particular live stream, not this one, but that one. And I will do the drawing at 9 p.m., which is in about a little under 45 minutes. And whoever wins it gets it. So you still have time to enter. If you want to try for it, you're more than welcome. But the rules are follows. You must be subscribed. You must put the word in. Obviously, you can't. If you don't put the word in, you can't enter. And also, you must be present. And also, listening to the channel counts, because there's a lot of people who are on the road who cannot type regularly if their hands are not free. So that is what's going to be happening. I do have a tendency to talk, and if I get a little off track, let me know. I see a lot of entries here, so it's going to be cool. Last time I checked, let me do. See, it mentions me. I was right there on time. Okay, so far I have 20 entries, so it's going to be an interesting night. I really hope we have really people have fun. They enjoy what I'm having to offer, and everything else. Thank you, Cecilia. That is very cool. I think the bag is pretty cool too, Don. I think it's apt because I do rendezvous and stuff like that. And back in the day, you used whatever bag you can get your hands on, because not everybody had a bag that was perfect for everything. I mean, I have my Possibles bag that I use. I can put my stuff in that, but not everybody does. This will fit in your bag. This will fit, on your table, where you use it, and it's pretty handy. About the size of my hand. I got pretty good size hands though, and there you go. Please, please, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, share it out to the people you think who might be interested in trying to win this. They have another 42 minutes in order to try for this. So if you can, I'm also, trying to get myself back up to 1,000 subscribers. I lost quite a few recently. So I don't know what's going to happen. It is what it is. I'm actually down 8 subscribers, apparently. I'm doing okay. A little tired, but I'm doing good. Thank you, Travis. I do the best I can. One of these days, Travis, you and I are going to do some archery, maybe some bow fishing, even better. I would love to do that down there. And maybe pick up some trash. Ooh, bow fishing for trash. Idea. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to pop up, earlier this week, trying to, keep support for the channel and try to keep myself some acknowledgement for those people, let people know about the giveaway. I mean, I've gotten over 900 people, 992 people out there who are subscribed to me, and they, hopefully have heard, seen, know about my giveaways. And I want to give back to you guys. Coffee and bagel. Oh, you got Jenny's attention with the bagels. She loves bagels. Well, while I have my supper over here, I still have my Pepsi. I always have my Pepsi. Bow fishing looks fun to me too. I have not officially done it yet. I've got parts for it. Parts for my bows and stuff, and a bow fishing reel which I can't use that JV from JV Outdoors is going to purchase for me. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it this weekend or he's going to Wisconsin. I will find out. Unless Amanda knows, and then I don't. She can probably tell me. And if I'm talking too fast, tell me to slow down. Well, if I had a choice between Pepsi and an archery sponsor, it might be kind of tough. Traditional archery instructor, sponsor would be awesome. That would, I'd be able to shoot and make money at the same time. Ooh, that would be so fun. I wouldn't have to pay for my stuff. Well, I figured it might be either way. He didn't contact me and let me know. But I know he's working tonight. And if he can't make it, that's cool. We can work it out for another time. We are doing a archery shoot next month on the 21st of August. And we're going to try to record that. It's during the day. We're going to do some barbecuing. We do a lot of archery. Doesn't matter what kind of bow you have, as long as you come down to shoot. I'm okay with that. And since it's right off Lake Red Rock here in Iowa, I'm sure that both JV and Cornfed are going to be doing some fishing. I know for a fact. Oh, don't worry about it, Will. I know what you do on Thursdays. You've got your donations you got to do. Coffee is always good. I'm going to let you people know that the best coffee I ever got was from Johnny. He sent my wife and I some Kona coffee. If you don't believe me, ask my better half. She can tell you about the Kona coffee.
That's my favorite.
Oh, it's okay, Jeff. That doesn't mean we cannot figure out something we can do in the future. I mean, I might take a train going east. Who knows? Who know? I mean, I plan on meeting up with Trail Trash someday. I can't tell you where. I can't tell you when. But I'd love to do it sometime. I know a lot of you are of the Wood Squad, which is an amazing group. Support Tyler Woods, Bushcraft, please. I mean, without him, I wouldn't have known a lot of you lovely people. And the newcomers, you guys are totally amazing as well. And I would not be anywhere without you guys. I do the best I can. Okay. Be safe, Will. How's your brakes doing, Will, by the way? I need to know. I know you got them fixed really reasonably cheap. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Yeah, you remember when I told you Will's brakes went out? You got them fixed for about $85. I know. Yeah. I sent him $5 last week because I figured, why not? I'd rather him be, it's easier for me to give up $5 and watch somebody, not stop.
Right?
So, okay. Here's a little question for you guys. If you won the striker, what would you do with it? That's a good question right now. I mean, we still got another, let's see, it's about 25 after, about 35 minutes before I do the drawing. Glad to hear it, Will. Being able to stop is a good thing. Well, true, South. I understand that, but I'd rather meet before the end. You know what I mean? Oh, I hate to say this, Cecilia. We would love to get more Kona, but the thing is, it doesn't last. I mean, we cannot keep it stowed away without touching it because it's so good. We love Kona coffee. So, what would you guys? Okay, see here. Good call, Don. Good call. I don't go to Starbucks. Jenny does. I don't.
Oh,
You have?
I actually prefer the Casey's coffee.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, there's not everybody has Casey's though.
That's true. Where's the biggie?
Good idea, Hawaii. That's a good thing. But make sure, I mean, yes, it's a good thing to, get this kind of thing, but I want to see you use it too. I mean, I'm not asking you for a video because that'd be too much, but I would suggest if you've never used one of these, practice. It's a skill set. Just like anything else, you have to learn how to, practice it. Cool, Reese. I know Grace would, learn how to use it. She's really handy that way. Well, T would work too. Yeah, I mean, I actually I think it was last year. I didn't even have a lighter on me the entire trip. We forgot it at home. But I had to use my flint and steel, and it worked out really good. Jeff, you don't count. You opted out. Well, that's true. Okay. Yeah, it's actually not that difficult. It's a matter of angle and persistence, and just don't try to hammer it when you're doing striking. It's basically just like that. Travis, what would you use your flint and steel for if you won it? We have 32 minutes. Let's see how many we're doing on our. I'm keeping track of how many people have entered so far, just to let you guys know. We still only have 20 comments, 20 entries. So you still have some time. 30. See what's the time we got? Where am I at? 31 minutes before the drawing. Welcome back, Evan. I don't know. Hawaii might know because he's from there. That's very cool, Reese. It can be. It's a little harder than knuckles until you get really used to it. Okay, we're now on the 30-minute mark until the drawing. So if you please share this out. They have 30 minutes to get entered. And if you know anybody who would be interested in joining my channel, talking with me, hanging out with you guys, this is what I live for right now. I mean, we got my lovely wife, live for her always, my boy, and you guys. So let me see here. Let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can get somebody to come up, talk with somebody. Thank you, Charmaine. Glad you can enter. Thank you for entering. Oh, Jeff says hi. Wait.
No.
Wave.
Hi.
Okay. She's had a long day. And Mac. Mac is somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at the moment. He's not on Jenny's lap because she don't have her legs up. And I'm always sitting forwards. Hey, Mike. How you doing, sir? Thank you for coming. We have a fire pit too. They took down a old ash tree in our yard earlier this week, and they cut us up a bunch of logs we're going to be having to split for firewood. So we're talking about good sized pieces, about that big. I will leave her alone, Cecilia. Cecilia told me to leave you alone.
Thank you.
She says thank you, Cecilia. Mike, have you entered the drawing? I know you probably know how to use one of these. Your wife does too. Let's see how we doing here. 21 entries. You guys are totally amazing, and I can't wait to see who wins. She says you're welcome. Evan, you're entered, correct? I'm going to make sure. Let's see here. What's new? Yes, the drawing. That's tonight. This is not even the big one. This is the, I guess everybody's really excited about this one, though. This is for the drawing for this tonight. Some lucky winner. You can look at both sides. You see it from that direction. And this side, he's got a split tail, so it's like really interesting. And you can see his face right there. And you can sharpen your knife on there and everything else. I know, Cecilia, but it's whoever wins it, wins it. That's the way it works. I have no choice. I'm not choosing favorites. I can't because you're all special to me. S'mores, hot dogs, brats. Brats are always good. Jenny likes s'mores. She's also done, so I'm not sure what other stuff. She's made homemade pies over the campfire and the pie makers. Huh?
My cowboy stew.
Oh, her cowboy stew is just, ooh, yes. Spinning wheel coming. I don't have the spinning wheel. Mine is just a random whatever it is. Because I'm using just the regular YouTube comment generator. I wish I had the wheel. I do not. I don't even know where to get it. So I'm using what I got. Maybe next week when I go for the big backpack. Evan, why not? You're open to win, just like anybody else. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, everybody else who's helping me. I really appreciate it. Just to let you guys know, I am getting close to the 4,000 mark. I'm actually over 3,000 watch hours, thanks to all you lovely people. Not quite there yet. I'm getting close. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? I'm not sure if you knew or not. I am doing a giveaway. If you got my post earlier, maybe you do. If this is what I'm giving away tonight. It's a dragon-headed fire steel for flint and steel. Well, technically chert and steel in my case, because we're from Iowa. This is all we have. And as you can see, this is made from a file. You can use it for sharpening your knives. You can use it for starting your fires with this right here. It comes with char cloth and in a nice little Altoids tin. And in addition to that, it comes with a small mini bag of fat wood in a canvas bag. You can order to keep your tinder bundles, your fire starter, anything additional that you might want to keep. It could be more stones that you could use to try to use with your flint and steel. So this is where you can make some more char cloth in. So you got the basics are here. And you can carry that around with you. So I'm going to leave that right here on my thing here. And I'll be doing the drawing in a little bit, 33 minutes or so. No, like 26, 23 minutes. Thank you for coming from Bruce. Thank you, Broussard's Homestead, for coming over. I really appreciate it. Hey, Sean, how you doing, brother? Okay, Rob, go to my last week's strive stream. The link is in the description below of this video. Thursday, the 15th. At the end of that video, I'll say a word. You take that word, you post it in the comment section below of that particular video. Not this video, not the comment section, not the chat, but in that video. Now, once you do, I will be drawing a random. I got 21 individual entries right now. What you do, I will, if it's before 9 o'clock, I will draw and someone has a chance to win. That's the way it's working. So, the last Thursday's video, the 15th. And here's Hawaii. How you doing, brother?
Drinking coffee.
Wow, I don't usually get to see your face, which is really cool.
Yeah, I'm charging you extra for this.
Oh, I love the tiki cup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, here's the actual coffee I'm drinking. I got the Keurig K cups. It's a Hawaiian coffee. Hualalai.
Oh, medium. Okay, we're gonna have to look for that one.
Yeah, you might be able to get it online. I get it at the any Walmart on the Big Island has it, but you can get it online.
Okay.
They have a site. Here's like the box.
Okay. Just write that into the chat where I can actually get that one, or put it in the comment section down below for I can get that one. Oh, they even got a website
and a phone number.
Oh, that's even better.
So
that is really awesome.
I don't even have to type anything. It's right there, guys.
There you go.
And they have K cups. They're expensive.
Better.
They're expensive compared to other brands, like Cafe Bustelo is pretty good.
Yeah.
But as far as how many you get, because this is like, it was like I think $17 for how many are in this?
Hey, Laurie, thank you for coming.
I have to get out a box of the 12 K cups for $17, so it's kind of steep, but it is what it is.
Oh, by the way, North Shore says this. Ship me Kona.
Order it yourself, dude.
Hey, he just put the number on the screen with the website, so go for it.
Anybody
Hey,
can
Heath,
do
how
it.
you doing, brother? See, there you go. There's the website. There's the phone number.
So yeah, coffee is going up in price, because in part we got the drought in Brazil, and we got the coffee rust virus, leaf
Is that there on the islands?
coffee. It's everywhere,
Wow.
and on every island too. Yeah,
I wasn't sure about that. That's why I was asking.
yeah. I do like the Kau coffee mill. They have great coffee, especially their pea berry is like the best. But this is really convenient because ever since I got my Keurig machine, I swear I live on the damn thing. It's because it's so one button. It's so damn convenient.
And the thing is, you can use it for more than just coffee.
Well, yeah, hot water, hot chocolate, tea, but I use it for coffee. Wake up in the morning, push a button. Don't have
Yes,
to
you use it for making like anything instant, like instant potatoes. The hot water is perfect for that. Anything, oatmeal.
I have never made oatmeal with the Keurig, and I don't think I'm ever going to.
It's the instant oatmeal. The little packets. Yeah, it works fine for that. But I was in a hurry. It works. But what do you think of the Striker?
It looks cool. You have to actually use it to form an opinion. You can't just
obviously.
So I'll have to use it, and then I'll let
Well,
you know.
you got to win it first.
When I win it, yeah.
When you win, okay.
When I win it, then I'll use it.
Everybody's saying that. But I think I got a nice little setup. I mean, I got a nice little kit with the bag and the fat wood and the char cloth and the shirt. But
whoever wins,
it's a nice little kit.
Happy for add to their fire starting kit for whatever purpose. If it's prepping, if it's for hiking, if it's for camping, if it's for outdoors, if it's for emergency preparedness, whichever.
It's good for all of that. I mean, like I was saying earlier, last year during my backpacking trip, that's all I ever used was my personal Striker because I had forgotten my lighter at home. And you get really good with it after a while.
Well, Bic lighters are a pretty handy thing to have.
Hey, Jesse.
Probably the easiest way to start a fire with a Bic lighter. So everybody should have quite a few in their house just for an emergency.
Yeah, well, we actually had them ready to go, but we left them on the counter. It's usually the last minute thing. You like, oh crap, I left it on the counter. All ready to go, just didn't make it into the stuff. But hey, welcome back, Mallory.
Like I like to say, it turns out you never have one when you really need it.
My boy actually is a big fan of Zippos. I know it's a little weird. He found a Zippo at a secondhand flea market or something like that, and he's like loved them ever since.
They're cool, but it's like a Bic's gonna last forever. It won't just drain out sitting there.
But Zippos can use any kind of fuel that burns for the most part.
It's just that they drain out slowly.
Oh, they do.
So a Bic, you buy it, you can throw it in the drawer for 2 years, and then it'll strike the moment you take it out of the drawer. So
right,
start a fire. So generally, the basic thing is you want to do things generally the easiest way. Humans take the path of least resistance. That's just how it is. So it's important to remember, and it's just the easiest thing to way to do it. And it's good to have alternate ways and backups, and 2 is 1 and 1 is done and all that stuff. But make sure you have a Bic.
Oh yeah, a Bic is a surefire method. As I think Dave Canterbury is a firm believer in surefire method. Why you have to use a flint and steel or doing a bow drill fire when you have a Bic. But knowing how to do those things is an addition in case something happens to your Bic or whatever other fire method you're using. So you're right. Bics are, should be number one on the list, but most people forget those, like I've done in the past, unfortunately, because I've always thought I had it. But I have one. I carry two with me no matter where I go, and it's also got the button is actually zip tied open, where you can't push the button to keep it from accidentally losing fuel, because that happens a lot. I've done it, unfortunately. Ugh, it sucks. Let's see who else in here. Quebec corn-fed. Yes. Welcome back, Mallory. Wow, we got some really cool people all over here. You know that? As well as yourself. I love your tiki mug, dude. I think that's cool. Only thing I think is wrong is that
Walmart.
it's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
Nope. I like my coffee. Okay.
It's a huge.
This is my
mug.
coffee mug. This is what I use on a regular basis.
Well, I do have a bigger mug from Starbucks. I can go get it for you if you really want to be impressed.
You can try to impress me. I mean, I've had some big coffee mugs. I wear them out so quickly.
All right. Let me go dig it up.
Okay. Now it's about a matter of pride now. My coffee cup's bigger than your coffee cup. That's cool, Mike.
Wow. Ooh, I got down.
Did he ambush you? Did he eat that chicken?
Yeah.
Good.
I pulled it up on you.
Hon, could you take this in for me, please? I love my beautiful wife. Please.
Nice pose.
Love you. Okay. Thank you, love. Okay, let's see here. I kind of figured that's what you said, Rob. My dyslexia saw truck anyway. Hey, Freezer Brown. How you doing, brother? By the way, if you haven't entered, let me know. You have 13 minutes in order to enter before I do the drawing for this week's giveaway. I will basically, I'm going to have to keep this out because I'm going to have to show this off over and over again. For those people who have not heard, this is the giveaway item. It's a dragon-headed fire steel. There's the dragon head right there. Made from a file. Makes really good sparks. I've tested it. And it comes in a Altoids tin with a piece of chert. There's some char cloth in there in a bag, so you can make your own more char cloth. It comes in this bag with some fatwood sticks. And for those people who have not ever tried this stuff, fatwood works. And if you want to enter, go to last Thursday's live stream, find the code, the keyword, code word, post it in that chat, the discussion below, and then you'll be entered. You got to win it first, Rob. But that's nice. Yeah, there you go. Go to the other. There you go.
I can do this.
Back it up a little bit. There you go. Oh my God, that's almost as big as your head. That is a coffee cup.
I know you're a size queen now, so.
Yeah, when it comes to coffee, there's no such thing as being too big.
Well, you got to drink it before it gets cold. So, I mean, this is the Starbucks one that you get at the Kona Starbucks. But now let me show you something else. This is the Ka'u coffee mill, pea berry. This is like the best coffee in the world.
I've never had that one.
Ka'uCoffeeMill.com for this one.
That's the one you showed earlier, right?
No, the one I showed earlier was Hualalai.
I'm sorry, my Hawaiian sucks.
Hualalai is the name of one of the volcano mountains up here.
Oh, okay.
Ka'u is the name of the district, the southern part of the Big Island.
Okay. Someone asked a question, Hawaii, that I need to answer. What is fatwood?
What is fatwood? Fatwood is usually from a pine tree that has a very high content of flammable sap that's dried into the wood. So basically,
you can see it right here in this one here. You can see it right there.
So basically, how you use fatwood is you get out your Bic lighter or whatever, and then you light it on fire, and then you shove it into your whatever you want it is to burn, and it'll be like a steady flame that won't go out very easy at all.
Well, you could feather stick these little pieces here.
Like so what I did when I made, if you see my wood rocket stove, I had some tinder and a few sticks in that I threw in my wood Chiave wood rocket stove, and then I just lit a piece of fat wood, threw it in the bottom, and bang. Yeah. That was a way to start it. I was dicking around with other ways to start it, but that was the easy way. So right. Make sure you have fat wood in your kit.
I've got 2 big sticks of fat wood that I use. I'm going to be getting some more from Cliff, Foxit Outdoors. And we got fat wood all over the house. But it works. Even when it's wet, that stuff will burn.
So the Kahoo coffee mill stuff doesn't come in K-cups. I mean, I was at the coffee mill and I didn't see any K-cups for your Keurig. So, you have to make it some other way. But
no, they do make adapter cups. You can put regular coffee in, and it works the same way.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's other ways to make coffee. I've just gotten so used to pushing one button and not having to deal with cleaning out the coffee French press or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's like,
do you have to grind it yourself, or is it already pre-ground?
They probably have both. These are the beans. These are the actual berry beans.
There's actually one person you got to be careful with the coffee beans like that, and that is Trail Trash eats them like that. He eats the bean.
They actually make them buy them at the mill with chocolate covered in cacao chocolate.
No, he eats them like that, literally.
Yeah, I planted.
I've seen him do it, which is really freaky.
Well, it's better if they're dipped in chocolate first.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but he did them raw right out of the bag.
I actually planted about 24 cacao trees on my friend's farm, and a couple coffee trees too, but 3 or 4 in about 10 miles south of here. No, east. It was work, and it got me in the mood to start planting trees on my property. So I got a lemon tree that I've been waiting to plant. So far, I planted a Dancy tangerine tree, and a Philippine lime tree.
Are you doing the full-grown trees, or are you doing like any dwarf varieties?
These are like pretty sure full size, but they're saplings,
Okay.
So you plant the saplings and then you just wait, and so it'll be 2 or 3 years before my friend can harvest any of his cacao trees. But it'll come in. Once they come in, it'll come in every year, It'll be a crop for him. And cacao, it used to be money.
It still is in some places.
Well, it's like everything else has been screwed up by the COMEX. Hershey, all they have to do is they call up their friends at the COMEX and say, hey, we need to crash the price of chocolate because we want to buy 5 containers full from Africa next week. And they'll crash the price down to almost nothing. So the poor farmers get screwed. And so it's like they do the same thing to silver. They do the same thing to all kinds of commodities. They can completely control everything.
Because of people. Sorry, I'm trying to keep people in check that I get my drawings in 6 minutes.
Okay. Sorry. You know me. About
Yep. We like to talk, both of us, which is cool, which is way cool. Right now, if it wasn't for the fact I already have Pepsi, I would go for a cup of coffee. I'm one of those people who could drink a cup of coffee before I go to bed and sleep like a baby. It makes it easier for me to sleep.
Well, if I work really hard, then I just tend to crash and do a lot of physical work during the day. If I don't, then I just pop a couple of my sleep meds, some melatonin and some trazodone, and I'm out.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if I have it with coffee or whatever, because they both work in different ways. Trazodone basically just spikes your serotonin levels, more or less.
We have a question for you.
So you naturally fall asleep.
With the cocoa seeds, or which one are you asking about, Cecilia?
Well, I don't know about raising trees from seeds is, that's
hard.
Yeah. I just, there's basically one nursery that
4 minutes
sells saplings to all the retailers on the Big Island. So whatever retail you go to, whether you go to like the organic market in Mountain View or Paradise Plants or Home Depot, it'll all be the same from the same nursery, and they just grow the saplings, and you just go buy a sapling and stick it in the ground. And there's more to it than that. I put in, I did a video of it, planting a couple of trees, the tangerine and the lime, so it's like you dig a hole, find a pile of dirt or make a pile of dirt, dig a hole, you buy the sapling. Because growing it from the seed, it takes a long time. It's going to take you a year, and maybe you'll get a sapling, and maybe you won't. So getting a viable sapling is a decent investment, if you're going to be growing fruit for basically the rest of your life for free.
Cecilia, sorry for interrupting, but Cecilia says that the reason that she's wondering about the seeds is because it's too far north where she's at in Canada.
Well, yeah, probably a bad place to grow citrus or coffee in Canada.
And for those people who knows, I've got 3 minutes.
3-minute warning.
Yes, it's a 3-minute entry warning. So please, if you haven't entered, do so now. You have 3 minutes to get that keyword. Post that keyword in the comment section, and you will be entered to try to win the Fire Steel and kit. So I've got some right now I am looking at the list, and so far we have 22 entries, which is really good. So good luck to anybody, whoever wins. I'm glad you won, whoever it may be. And I will be having to bring up my share that page for that, for people can watch who wins their Hawaii, just to let you know. So I may have to let you go full screen on that or something. So I let people know, because if you want to know if you won, it's the only way you're going to do it. So got 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. Oh, so that means somebody out there is not going to win because they're not entered. But then again, we have people here who are entered but said they're not going to win because Jeff Jackson opted out because he would not have time to actually use it. So that's cool. He said if he wins, pass it on. South Florida, DCL also said the same thing. Hey, Ronnie Braun, how you doing? No, you do not. You have to go to last week's video, find the keyword, post it in the comment section below. You have a minute and a half to go in order to enter. The link is in the description below. And let's see here. I can do it real quick. Do this.
Putting the link in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat real quick. If you can get in there in the next minute and post that word. Oh crap! I hope it works. There you go. Please let it work. Good luck to whoever wins. You got a minute to enter. Find that keyword. Post that keyword in the comment section. Not in here. Not in the comment section of this video, but that video. And you have less than a minute. So good luck to all who wins.
I gotta finish saying something though.
Go right ahead. But you want to say it?
Well, I was just saying about saying how to plant the trees, and I got cut off. It's more than you just dig a hole and put the sapling in.
Right.
You have to I put in wood chips. Then I
got 30 seconds. I've got to get everything set up. But I can bring you back up. Just let me get this up, okay?
Take your time. Do what you got to do.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll bring you back. Okay, folks. I am going to share this screen because I'm going to get this up for you guys. And I'm going to go full screen on this one. Okay. You guys will see this. It's now time. I have a total of 23 random entries. Okay. Here you go, folks. I don't know who's going to win. Good luck. Garden State Gardener Josh, is he in the room? If he's not in the room, let me know, because he can't win if he's not here. Is Josh Coach in the room? Is he in the chat? If he's not here, I have to draw again. Okay. Here I go, folks, for the second time since he's not here. Frontier Survival, are you here? Frontier Heath, are you in the building? Please let me know. Comment. Show me that you are listening. Come on, folks. I need to know, is Frontier Survival in the building? I don't see him. Yes, you are. You, sir, are the winner. Okay. Contact me on Facebook. We will give me your contact information, and I will get this kit with this fire steel shipped out to you as soon as I physically can. Congratulations, Frontier Survival. Thank you. Stop sharing and bring you back. There you are. But
Thank
Frontier
you.
Survival is the one winner of this fire steel.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother. You were here. You were listening.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Try.
name of somebody. Frontier Survival sounds like a name of somebody who would use a striker like that.
Yep. I'm actually on his Facebook page, and he has a lot of good information. He shares his knowledge willingly, and he doesn't have a big channel, but he does have some really good content, which is really cool. So congratulations, Frontier. You contact me on Facebook, and I will get that out to you. Congratulations, brother. Love you.
Awesome.
And I'm glad it's going to someone who actually will use it, which is really cool. Because there's a lot of people say, oh, it's a cool toy. Then put it in a drawer. You never see it for years. I've seen it happen. But you're welcome, Frontier. Heath, sorry. Thank you. But the winner of the fire steel is Heath from Frontier Survival. Okay. Grace, if you could do me a favor, the place where you picked up my Hudson Bay tobacco tin, if you could post that link to that thing, there is some really good fire steels and kits there that are reasonably priced for those people who are interested. Awesome. I really appreciate it. I really hope you like the bag. I think that's pretty cool. We actually enjoyed the pancake mix because we actually used the pancake mix. So I will get that mailed out to you as soon as I can. And I'm glad, but please do stick around. At the end of this stream, I will be putting out the code word for the next and final giveaway, which will be this backpack.
Stick around.
Right here. This will be next week's giveaway. That'll be the third and final giveaway. So it's going to be interesting. You want to recount?
Yeah.
Hey, Lori, how you doing? Hey, Blake.
Stick around.
I got my skillet knife right here.
This is the best knife in the general purpose knife for folder ever. I need to clean it.
Oh, check this one out.
Spyderco Paramilitary 2.
Check this one out.
That one. That's a nice drop point.
This is an antique. Found it in a secondhand store. Didn't have a sheath in it, so I made one. Actually, not me, to be honest. A friend of mine made it for me.
These paramilitary 2s are like my favorite all-purpose general. It's super steel, powdered super steel, S30V, crucible particle metallurgy. They powder all the alloys before they make the ingots for making blanks for knives. And
That's cool.
It's compression lock, thumb hole. You know, it was really funny one time. A guy who used to run Colan gun, he said he was afraid because he actually sold these at a shop, but he was afraid because the thumb hole, when he opens it, your hand is really close to the blade. And he said, well, that could be dangerous. And I said, okay, here's the thing. You walk around, because he runs a firearm shop. It's like you carry with like one in the barrel. And he's like, yeah. So, well, here's the thing. You can actually, there's no way you try to cut yourself with using the thumb hole. This is a
okay. Is that one also ambidextrous? Because I mean, I know some of them are. You can mainly do it just with your right hand, not your left.
No, they're
left-handed. That's
ambidextrous, but the clip can go on either side.
Yeah.
The clip can go on either side.
That's good to know.
And if I remember, I took it off and reassembled. No, that was a different knife. So yeah, the clip can go on either side, and the knife is ambidextrous. But the thing is that's amazing is, yeah, it's close to your hand when you open it. But try and cut yourself with it using your thumb. It's impossible. It's anatomically impossible to cut yourself with it opening it this way. But he's like, oh, I didn't realize that. It's like, well, that's why I'm here, to tell you these things. But you could open it like that. That's a cool way. You grab the blade and flick the handle open.
That's cool. I have a blade that's similar to that, but not a Spyderco because I just don't have the money for one. But a lot of my stuff is junk stuff.
Blade HQ for for I think 120 back in the day. There might be 130 now. But it's not all the clip can be mounted. You see, there's holes on the bottom of the G10 for it.
Oh, you can flip it up. Okay, that's cool.
Over the top, and it's on both sides, so you can flip it. There's holes on the
very
top,
versatile.
By the pivot, and on the bottom. So yeah, you can put the clip either way. And the G10 is pretty light. If this is a camo pattern, they have different colors for the handle material, but it's pretty light, sturdy. But the main thing is it's super steel, and it comes super sharp, and you almost never have to do anything to it.
That's cool.
Clean it.
What's the blade length?
2.5.
That's not bad. That's very usable.
And it's just so damn sharp, and it will stay that way because the powdered super steel. The advantage of smashing it into like dust, particles before they add it in to the iron and make it into steel is that it doesn't congeal into like little sections. It's evenly spread out throughout the entire steel. So there's no strong or weak points, so it won't chip, and it's like uniform edge retention, uniform strength, and so it's really funny. But I have a lot of stories. But you can't go wrong with a Spyderco.
I've heard good stories about Spyderco. I've heard some people just being stupid with it. But yeah.
But I was just going with the Arnold Schwarzenegger line of "stick around" when he said it. So.
I've just got a Sheffield I carry in my front pocket. Nothing fancy, just a cheapy, knockoff version. And then I got my Gerber, suspension, which I carry everywhere. And it works for what I needed. But generally, if I'm going to spend $120 on something, I buy archery equipment because that's what my main thing is.
I'm knives and guns. Now, what can I say? This is my fighting knife, Fox Karambit with an Emerson Wave, cobalt steel.
I've heard of those. I've never seen one in person, but I've heard of them.
So that little wave there, it looks like a little wave. I can make it like a wave hand.
Apparently, a lot of people are saying Kershaw are their brand of choice.
See, it looks like a wave going there.
Yeah, I see that.
It's a hook that what it does is when you pull it out from your pocket by the retention ring, the hook grabs onto your clothes and automatically, as you're pulling it out, deploys the blade.
Oh, so, yeah, okay. I've seen that, yeah.
So it opens really quick. And it's got, the reason I like this for a fighting knife is just
it's nasty.
It's a tiger's claw. It's a tiger's claw. And so you have a lot of leverage with that. It just adds exponential power to your strikes. I've never had to use this on another living thing so far.
Well, you can say bless you for that. I mean, I wouldn't want you to have to use something like that, but knowing how to is always a good thing.
Yeah, because the bottom line is the bad guy gets a vote on whether you have to defend yourself.
Charmaine, crossbows are perfectly fine. I'm not a fan of crossbow pistols, but there are brands that are the compound crossbow pistols that I've seen that might be a little bit better, but generally the cheesy ones I've seen are the little teeny little toy deals. But if you find a handheld crossbow that works for you, go for it. I carry a Sheffield and my Gerber, and I really like my suspension. It was reasonably priced, and it does everything I need it to do, except for one thing: the sheath that it comes with it is junk. And well, I guess I can show you guys. Ow! That hurt. My leg popped.
Yeah, old age, we got our maladies.
I dislocated my knee years ago, and it sucks. Had to have surgery on it and everything.
I got back from my annual doctor's visit and follow-up, and all my tests came back. All my lab work came back good, and all my tests were perfect. So
that's good.
And my blood pressure was perfect again. So
here's something funny. Here's my Gerber suspension. Yeah, nothing fancy about it. It's a Gerber. It's one of the cheaper models. But the best sheath I've ever had is a Ozark Trail sheath. This thing is a beast. It doesn't wear through. It's hard as a rock, but it holds my Gerber just fine. Don't care for the junk knockoff one that came in it, but they made good sheaths. Okay, what did you have to say? Okay, I'd like to see that, Jeff, about your multi-tools that you carry. But this is the one I carry. I use at work because I work in the wide distribution warehouse, and we have to open up boxes, including wood boxes that are screwed shut. And having the ability to use a screwdriver as well as having a pair of pliers for nails.
I just got a tool bar last trip to Walmart, or not last trip to Home Depot. I think I got was it a Stanley or something? I forget.
How big?
Oh, about 3 feet.
I've seen, where I work at, that would be too big, but I've seen smaller ones. But like I said, this is nothing fancy, but it works for me. I've had a Leatherman once, but it got stolen. My car got broken into. My bag got
stole your crowbar.
No. I had a Leatherman that was in my my get home bag in my car, and they stole it out of my car.
Did they They saw your backpack and stole and wanted it, so they broke in, right?
Yep. They smashed a window of a car door that was unlocked.
Just incredibly stupid or mean, or hard
It
to
cost
figure out.
us about $150 to replace the window.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 days before Christmas.
Well, they wanted a Christmas present. They
Yeah,
wanted.
but it was my Christmas present that they took.
Yeah, well, they wanted to trade it for some drugs for Christmas.
Probably.
Crystal meth or something. Fix.
Will's Miscellaneous Smith said he has a SOG multi-tool. He broke the flathead by removing a light switch cover. Oh, no way. That would really suck. Oh, it twisted it. Okay. Well, if it's twisted, then it's toast. One thing I like about this one, everything locks open. So it doesn't do anything. And that actually used this thing to repair my glasses when one of my screws came out of my lenses. So that's pretty cool. But if you like Gerber, you like Leatherman, your choice. Whatever works for you. My personal preference before I even got those things, I had this. Give me a second here, trying to remember. It was a Swiss Army knife I bought in Switzerland when I was stationed over there. It was the Hunter version, I think, or the Huntsman. It was had everything but the kitchen sink, and I lost it while in one of my former moves, which really sucks.
Your move from where?
Oh, we were moving from. I had gotten divorced from my son's mom, and I moved from Monroe to to Grinnell, Iowa. And when I was in the process of moving, my stuff got lost. It was $150. Huh?
So Monroe was in the same state?
Same state.
Okay.
It was $150 Swiss Army knife I bought in Switzerland. And man, that thing was so awesome. I've got one thing to remember that knife by. I sliced my finger to the bone while using it while I was on duty.
Oh, you have some nerve damage?
Nope. I got lucky. It went right by the knuckle.
Very
right
lucky. I have some nerve damage in my left finger for one time I was chopping frozen vegetables while looking at football instead of the vegetables. So
yeah. The doc says it was a surgical cut. It was that sharp. The bone stopped it from cutting my finger off.
Well, it really depends where the nerve is. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll have a numb feeling for the rest of your life. But
I actually got pretty lucky. I still got my finger, but it hurt. I can tell you that. But that's for someone being stupid. I was in the service. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. I didn't realize it was that sharp. It was right after I got it. It didn't stop me from using it though. But everybody has their favorite knives and stuff. I mean, my dad's had an old Bartlett. I'm not sure if you remember those.
No.
They're old. It's an old folder from the late 60s, early 70s. Single-bladed kind.
Before my time. I mean, I was born, but I mean, I wasn't. 4-year-olds don't collect knives, So.
Oh, if they do, then you just make sure you don't get caught. No, my dad had one. He used to whittle a lot, and his dad was a carpenter, and he worked with wood himself. He worked in a sawmill, and he's great at carving. So I just, it'd be awesome just watching him make something out of a piece of wood with his pocket knife.
Well, I did that kind of stuff when I was in the Cub Scouts when I was a very young person, but Bartlett was before my time.
Yeah. It's actually in my truck right now. But it's the spine part broke. I think my son was looking at it and he was trying to do something and he pressed on it too hard and it snapped. And I don't even know where to even begin to get it fixed. Because, I would have to replace the blade, which really would suck since my dad's the one who used to keep it sharp and everything else.
Get a new blank.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing, though. It's not the one my dad sharpened,
Well, some things just get lost over time. I mean,
yeah.
Nothing survives. Time destroys almost everything. So,
yeah. Oh, man. Well, that's cool. Okay. What time is it here? Oh, okay. I'm going to end my live stream tonight at 10 for those people who need to know. That way I can give my code word in a reasonable hour, at least for me anyway. Because I have to be on the road again tomorrow, which really sucks. I'm supposed to be a warehouse worker, not someone on the road. Are you entering the one for the backpack?
Me, I don't think so. I don't really need another backpack. I don't think so. I mean, you can never have enough backpacks, but
remember, this is a 2-in-1 type of deal. It's not just one backpack; it's actually two. I know it's like tempting, and it doesn't cost you anything other than a post.
I know, but I don't want to take it away from somebody who might need it more than me.
Well, that's cool, and I appreciate it.
So
I mean, there's a couple people in here who's interested in the backpack already. Cecilia was always interested. Jeff, who won the first giveaway, he's interested, and there's a few other people. I mean, Eagle Creek is a really good brand of, I guess it was luggage originally. Then they branched out into making stuff like this. So you can go backpacking as well as, traveling, on a plane, you'll have your backpack with you without people realizing it's a backpack.
Well, about the only thing I could think is if I put one of my pistol braces in it and fold it up so my Roni, so nobody would know. I could put it in a backpack so nobody would think it was they would just think it was a backpack. So maybe I will enter. I need a backpack to make it a camouflaged,
Yep.
carry.
Like robots in disguise type of situation.
Yeah, gray man.
Yeah. And that's one thing I like about this one. I mean, it's comfortable. It's adjustable, torso width. So you go.
How big is it?
It's, I want to say, a little over 2.5 feet, maybe 3.
3 feet?
Yep.
All right.
About a little over 1.5 feet wide, but it can be expanded on. Look how, give me a second here. That's it can go really big. Remember, it's 2 backpacks in one. And you can fill up the secondary backpack as well as the primary backpack and, all the other space. Because it's got a lot of space. Because it looks like a duffel bag or luggage when it's not being used.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it'll fit. My Roni folded up would fit in there. So,
but the thing is, you got to win it just like everybody else.
Now that some bastard stole my fire starter, probably some other bastard will steal my backpack.
Hey, it was perfectly legal and everything. I even gave people a chance to,
I'm just having.
You had a chance just like everybody else. I mean,
and thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's one thing I want to make sure is that everything is on the up and up. And I gave people the opportunity to answer if they were in the room, because there was a lot of people who lurk but don't get a chance to comment. Garden State Gardener, I'm sorry you didn't. One of the rules is that you must be present. And I called you out 3 times and you didn't show and went to the next one. I think it was 3 times, didn't it? Yeah.
Might have been 2. I don't remember exactly.
Hey, Cliff. How you doing, brother? You missed the drawing. Frontier from Frontier Survival. Heath, he won it. And he messaged me. All right.
Good.
I'm talking to him right now. So, all right.
So, do I get to finish my story about planting trees?
Oh yeah. Okay. You said you're going to do some lime trees. You're going to add or lemon trees.
Yeah, I have a lemon tree to plant, and basically, I got to improve my lemon tree sapling. And so, what I was trying to say about planting the trees is not just dig a hole and put the thing in, but that's the start. You get a pile of dirt, you dig a hole, and then you remove the sapling from the plastic wrap that it's usually like. It has like a little plastic wrap planter with some soil amendments on top of it, and then you just put that in the hole. And then before I did that, I put in some wood chips from strawberry guava tree, which is a kind of invasive tree that grows around here.
You mentioned that before, yeah.
And then I kind of covered that up with the soil. I added. Basically, I covered, after I put in the wood chips, I put in the tree, and then I put in some Miracle Grow citrus soil. It's cactus and citrus.
Miracle Grow does a citrus soil? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's cactus and citrus soil. And then on top of that, I put some Ready Grow chicken manure fertilizer, because chicken manure makes everything grow better. And
I'm sure it does. That's a lot of nitrates in those.
Right. Well, basically, when we planted the cacao trees, when we planted all the trees, actually the first set of trees, I was just the soil amendments guy, and we put in. He had on his cacao farm, he had the chicken pellets. The instead of just like Ready to Grow chicken manure, which looks like kind of a fertilizer mixed with chicken, what he had was these, like, it looked like little small cylinders of compressed chicken pellets, so like compressed chicken shit, basically. And so if you put that around, you just like get a scoop, take it out of the bag, put one scoop by each tree. And then I put in some dolomite, a scoop of dolomite around, you just sprinkle it around the tree. And then these white round phosphorus, phosphate or whatever it was, just just a small sprinkle of that around where you planted the tree. What's
the turnaround after planting your trees? What year? How old are the tree saplings that you're planting? 1 year, 2 years?
I think they're all 1 years. They're like between 2 and 3 feet high. So
most people don't know when you're planting trees. You got to know how old the tree it is that you can plant it in, and don't want to plant it too early or too late or something like that.
Well, Hawaii has pretty much year-round planting, and my problem here, as far as my whole gardening thing, is just my entire life is subject to the conditions of Airbnb, and it's like when I have to go out. In between the weather and Airbnb, it's really hard for me to work on my garden because I can't go roll around in the fertilizer and chicken manure and mud
and then work with people
and then to go in and clean, like, do clean sheets and perfectly make it like perfectly clean. Everything will wind up smelling like chicken manure in the guest room. So I can't do that.
I've got a story for you if you want to hear it. On Monday, I had to go to the dump to dispose of some expired and bad wine to the landfill. And the electric pallet jack that we had took a 30-foot dive into a 20-foot pool of sewage for the most part. A $10,000 machine died that day. And it wasn't my fault. And I had to do everything by a hand jack for the rest of the day, over 12 tons of material. And I smelt like a landfill. My wife would not get within 10 feet of me. And she said she was dying when she had to ride in the car with me.
Yeah, so I just can't work on I'm either going to be working on my Airbnb or the garden or somebody else's farm or something. But I can't do both because it's either one or the other, and I have to have clean clothes and take a shower before I work on the Airbnb. So I haven't planted my lemon tree yet. And I looked on the internet, and which isn't always right, but it said rain, frequent rain, more probably rain, and more rain. There isn't like one day in the next 2 weeks where it's not going to rain. And
how do they handle the that much water? Would that be too much water for something like that, or
no?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't think so, but it's my first time doing this. I guess I'll find out. I doubt it's too much water, but it's a question of it needs sunshine too. And so far, it's been today we had like 5 minutes of sunshine. It was funny because I was like, I really would like to go out and just, if we get like 5 minutes, but I was just about to. I sat down, ate a burrito, and the clouds rolled in and started raining again. So the weather up here can change on a dime, but at some point I'm just going to go out and get muddy when I have guests here and I don't have to go into the Airbnb. I could just wave at them and say, "Welcome to Mystical Magical Volcano," and basically I have like a helpful hints sheet on the coffee table in there, so I don't have to explain everything anymore.
Right.
You just say, read the helpful hint sheet, and it has all the helpful hints of the intricacies. Don't burn the toast in the toaster or set off the smoke alarm and stuff like that. So I'm gonna plant that lemon tree no matter how muddy I get in this week, even if it never stops raining. And the thing is, I have to cross another thing I'm going to do is like along my fence line. They when we built the house pad, that if you watched my last video, you'd seen it. We had to get an excavator in where I wanted the house pad to be. So they had to build a path, and take out all the vegetation right along the fence line. So the excavator tracks made these two like ditches pretty much. So what I'm going to do is eventually get some topsoil and use the middle part to walk on and plant. It's like a whole half-acre long, pre-dug ditch. So if I fill it with topsoil, I can grow whatever I want in it. I'm thinking stuff, mostly underground crops to keep the birds from getting to it, like potatoes, onions, radishes, stuff like that. I could do lettuce, but I think the birds will get a lot of it if I do.
Have you tried spinach maybe instead of lettuce?
Spinach is a shade crop. I was going to put spinach in my raised planter bed where I could protect it a little better when it's starting up from birds. I could do spinach. The most seeds I have is lettuce, though. I have lots of lettuce seeds. I have just a couple packets of spinach seeds. So,
yeah, we don't grow lettuce right here because my wife has IBS. She can't handle lettuce, but she can eat spinach. So she makes spinach salads instead of regular salads.
Yeah, well, spinach is a shade crop, so you can grow it when there's not as much sun. So I was going to grow that in my raised planter bed. I'm probably going to stick with that. My main concern here is the birds getting stuff. So because they pretty much see something little green thing and they want to eat it. So
well, here in Iowa, I've seen some gardens that are covered up with netting to keep the birds out.
Yeah,
especially in the early seed, at the beginning, when they're still getting started, when they're seedlings and stuff.
Nettings works, but it costs money.
Well, I've seen people make nettings out of pretty much anything, including old curtains, old lace curtains. So
You know,
use what you got. I mean, I don't know about whatever you got available, but I've seen people actually use screen material from old window screen rolls. But
well, I need the screens on my doors to keep bugs out. So
no, you can the materials. I used to work in a window factory, and they've got the material that screen doors are made out of.
Yeah.
It comes in big rolls. You can just roll it out, and they sometimes get flawed ones they sell for fairly inexpensive. But that's here. I don't know what it would be for something like where you're at. So
Well, I'll have to probably see if I can find any screen door companies and see if they have any extra material.
Roll Screen is the name of the place, or Pella Windows and Doors is where I used to work.
Well, I'll see what I can dig up, but I do have some chicken poultry netting, but not much. Not enough to cover a whole 2 half-acre rolls.
No.
I mean, that's
you
like
probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, because there's it's a half-acre lot, and it's like all from the front to the back.
Oh, you have a question for you.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, North Shore Preparedness. Sean has a question for you.
Can I see 4 naval ships from my location? No, only Sarah Palin can see Russia from her house.
Well, he's on a volcano. So
yeah, I'm up on through 3,500 feet up on the volcano, right 2 miles from the park entrance at the caldera. When I was in Kona, I actually saw a Russian intelligence gathering ship. It's Putin sent his. It's like a sailboat, a very expensive sailboat. And there are sailboats that visit the islands because this is Hawaii, and but this was like $600 million Russian intelligence gathering ship right off of the coast of Kona, and I was like, why isn't anybody just sinking that ship? That
would be an act of war.
Well, but they sent an intelligence gathering ship right in because we had the rim pack. It's a biannual exercise, the Rim of the Pacific, and where basically they invite almost every country that has a navy in the Pacific to come by and do a joint exercise, and it's about building relationship with other countries.
Oh yeah, it is now, but yeah.
And they even had the communist China send a hospital ship one time, and they participated. But I have like a Victory at Rim Pack video on my YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. But so when we were having that exercise, I guess Russia was not invited, so they sent a ship off of Kona, and they do some exercises off not was it Honoka? No, it was Kauai Harbor, where because we have the military base that we have. That basically the Marines use Kauai Harbor and drive up to the Pahalaloa military base up on Mauna Kea, and I'm on like Kilauea as part of Mauna Loa, a different volcano. So, but usually there's the Marines get all their striker vehicles, land on the Kauai, unload at Kauai Harbor, and drive up to the military base up on Mauna Kea, right by where the telescopes are.
That's where Grace Martin was stationed.
Pakaloa?
At the she's in this chat. She was stationed in Hawaii. My dad was a Marine, so I don't know if he was stationed in Hawaii. I think he was.
Usually stationed at Kanoe on Oahu, not the Big Island. Usually.
Let's see, Grace. If you're here, where were you stationed at again? My dad wasn't stationed in Hawaii. He was stationed in Okinawa, a little bit further west than you. But he actually said he passed through Hawaii on the way there.
Okay.
So he took a ship instead of flying there. This is way back in the early 60s. So way before I was born.
Yeah, I was in a pub bar with some guy from the Navy. He said he really hated that line from A Few Good Men, where Kiefer Sutherland said, we like you Navy guys really fine. I mean, whenever we need to go someplace, you give us a ride. And he just wanted to punch Kiefer Sutherland in the face next year for saying that.
Yeah,
like, dude, he's just reading the line in the script,
My dad actually traveled all over. He said on a Navy ship. That's what he did because that's where they needed him. And he had his Gibson guitar with his Gibson amp, and he played his guitar on ship and everything else. So it's all good. I mean,
what kind of Gibson guitar?
Oh my gosh. I am not a guitar guy, so I cannot answer that. I do know he got it back in the early 60s. It's still in the family. We still have it.
You got
Actually, my uncle owns the guitar. My nephew owns the amp. I used to own it, but I gave it up to him because he was a musician and I wasn't. And he still has it. It's the old tube amps too, so it's not a
vacuum tubes rock. I mean,
yep. It wasn't a very big one. It was probably about a little portable one, about that big. But back then was portable. Back in the early 60s. But she was at Mount. Hey, look, okay. Here's where she was at.
Mount Haleakala. That's on Maui.
Yeah, that's where she was stationed.
Did you say at? Can you put that up again?
Okay, sorry.
No, at Mount.
I thought she was at yours, but she's at that one instead.
I didn't know there was any.
I was on the wrong island.
Station on Haleakala. So yeah, she's on Maui. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they do. Maui has like a missile tracking, and now that they do like a missile intercept. I forgot the name of the kind of rocket. Some kind of newfangled, ICBM interceptor.
Okay.
Well, my screen just went dead.
Ooh. I can still see you though.
You do?
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, my whole screen is just black.
It's not me. I just checked the time, Jeff. Great minds.
If I cut out, it's not me. I don't know what's happening over here.
Well, I'm here.
Computer just went dead. I mean, it's black. The screen is.
Let me do something here. I'm gonna do this. I just came back on. Let's see if we can do. I'm not sure if I can work with yours or not. I don't think I can.
Yeah. Well, I may need to reboot this screen. So, how much longer is this going to go for anyway? Since my computer
until 10 p.m. my time, which is in about 17 minutes.
Can you solo it for 17 minutes?
I solo all the time.
It's amazing that you can see me and all I see is a completely black screen.
I can also see the little pew-pew that you're holding in your hand, which I'd rather not be on my screen.
Oh, well, I was just using it to balance again with really.
I just wanted to keep it off screen for YouTube.
Okay.
I don't want them to ban this one, especially since I'm,
Yeah, I know what I, think about.
I recognize the
it all
the end of it.
Back. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it stopped working. Everything went black for like a minute, and now it's all black.
Oh, maybe it recognized what you had in your hand.
I didn't even put that up before. It went black before I even was using that to balance with on my chair. I was using it as like a walking stick, kind of.
Okay. Grace says she worked at the Space Observatory with big old telescopes.
Why would they have military stationed at the telescopes?
This is back in back in the day. Who knows?
Yeah, but they never needed military to work a telescope. That was like the university.
Oh man, I got people actually giving me the time.
Yeah, I feel like I have this to say about YouTube. YouTube is basically the patents are held by people who are like in the government. It's like the deep state owns the patents for YouTube. So when YouTube says you can't talk about this, or you can't talk about that, or you can't show that, or this word they'll search, it's the government telling. It's government censorship.
Well,
because YouTube is the government. Okay.
Well,
So,
I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories or any factual information like that because I'm going to hold it. There are people who are friends of mine who do shooting and hunting things. That's their channel. That's their niche.
Well,
and they show
that. I mean, you can't talk about a lot of things besides Second Amendment stuff. You can't talk about a lot of things or say any words that they have algorithms that search for, and,
right.
and it's like. It's the whole thing. If you look up the patents on YouTube, the actual patent holders, it's the government.
Right.
So it's government. It's a government platform masquerading as private industry.
Well,
so
I'm doing the best with what I got.
I know it's not you. But it's like the way I feel about it is it's just government censorship, and
right.
so.
But like I said, I'm gonna try to keep my channel as neutral as possible. Not because I'm friends with everybody, and I got
I had a neighbor that moved in, and he came by to say hello, but after a couple minutes, he blurted out that Jesus Christ was a socialist, and I was like, look. We're just not going to get along. I'm sorry, Yeah, have a nice life.
I'm not going to go that way either. I mean,
and
people follow who they follow.
And I told him I'm the grandson of Holocaust survivors, and so he said, well, his wife is Jewish, and then he told me about his wife, and I said, your wife sounds great. It's you I really have my doubts about. So right. Just have a nice life, we aren't going to get along.
I've got friends who are Catholic, friends who are Jewish, friends who are Wiccan. Doesn't matter. If you go by the person, not the religion.
Right. Well, but if somebody tells you it's not the religion, it's like if somebody says, well, Jesus Christ was a socialist because he liked to help people. It's like socialism has, like look at China, the biggest country in the world.
Communism. The term didn't even exist.
The Chinese Communist Party. I'm not even allowed to say the name of that country, but they have more Chinese people than everyone else in the entire history of the world combined, and in a very, very short time, because socialism just doesn't work. It kills people. It doesn't.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep it neutral because button topics sometimes get on people's nerves and they get blown up and it gets personal. And I'm trying to keep it neutral. So please forgive me on that.
It's government censorship, anyways.
Oh, I understand that. But the thing is, I have my own way of dealing with that, and it's not here.
Right. Well, I just wanted to tell you how I feel about it.
That's perfectly fine. You're welcome to your opinion, and I respect it. I will definitely do that, 100%. If I'll even back you if that's what you need. But that's because that's who I am. Because you're my friend, and that's what I do.
No, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. That's all.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you for letting me know. I did not know. And like I said, I support your opinion. I support everybody's opinion. Oh, man, Drake, my friend Drake here. By the way, brother, when I get a chance to, I still need to get you my knives so you can help me get some new sheaths made because I have to get all my sheaths switched over from right-handed to left-handed, which really sucks. And my case knife needs a new handle. He said he'd replace that too. So that'd be cool. But, I want to get a new sheath made for this one. And this one here, while it's a really nice old timer from Trade, it's a right-handed sheath, which does not work for me. There's not enough left-handed stuff in the world. That's my platform. Not enough left-handed stuff in this world. Holy cow! 3 tons worth. They were doing a temporary duty assignment there in Maui, pulling out abandoned, unused cable from there. That's a lot of cable. What do you think?
3 tons. Was it copper cable?
I don't know. Was it copper, Grace? Now, if it was fiber optic cable, that I can understand. Copper would be expensive too. I can understand that too.
Well, when she was there, prices, go. They're manipulated, like I was saying about the cow and everything, and on the Comex. It's all computer rigging. It's like a contraption. We don't have free markets. We have this contraption that controls the prices. And instead of, there's not just a buyer and a seller and they agree on a price. It's high speed computer trading by bankers who are specifically trying to control the price,
like Bitcoins and stuff like that, right?
You want me to get into cryptocurrencies?
No.
Okay.
It's above my pay grade and my mind because I'm dyslexic as all get out, and that stuff just makes my head spin.
Crypto makes your head spin. Okay.
All that kind of stuff. I mean, if I can't see it, I can't touch it, and I can't do anything with it myself, does it exist? That's my theory.
Well, there's this intangible things. It's like the entire stock market is made up of imaginary, intangible assets that are held, that are rehypothecated and held in trust by a third party that is both insolvent and crooked. So the entire stock market is, an imaginary thing. And so is the U.S. dollar.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting a question answered by Drake. He works at a gun store. 20% of the questions are come from left-handed or ambidextrous. Okay. Left-handed stuff is hard to come by. That's why all my gear is left-handed. You wouldn't believe how expensive it was. My last bow was $450, brand new.
I believe that G-locks, since I won't say the word that might cause you problems, but G-locks are ambidextrous.
When I was in the service, they actually had to do a conversion kit for me for the M16. And they had to have a catch deal for catching the brass. Otherwise, it would end up in my face.
The bang stick that I have is ambidextrous, and you just switch which side you want it to come out. It's an Israeli one. This is the Israeli bullpup one. So it's pretty easy to switch which side the brass comes out. Ejects.
Well, check this one out.
But I won't show it to you because I don't want to mess up your live stream.
Okay, thank you. North Shore said he saw a bow that was on a repeat fire that shot hex nuts. Okay. I've never heard of that one. Okay, she answered the question about what kind of wire it was. It was some copper, but all kinds of communication. Any precious metals were recovered. Whoa. The fact that they even mentioned that there was precious metals involved is saying something.
Well, gold is a
good conductor. I know that.
It's a good conductor, but it's very anti-corrosive. It's resistant to corrosion. Like, so when I still have in storage my old Trident mixing board, and that came with tin switches. And when the tin switches are manufactured, they start oxidizing the moment they're made.
Right.
Before they're even put into my mixing board. So I replaced all the tin switches at great cost with gold-plated switches. But gold was a lot cheaper when I did that. But the whole point is that they won't corrode, because eventually the tin switches stop working because they oxidize. Gold.
And I bet it's really hard where you're at too, especially anything in your area.
Well, I never brought my mixing board to Hawaii. It's sitting in storage in Malibu. So I'm never gonna be.
You're not gonna DJ anymore.
the Jesus was a socialist guy. He's building a recording studio next to, and we both went to the Guitar Institute of Technology, and he was like, "Who is this right wing, lunatic that I moved next to?" And so he probably called up the Guitar Institute to find out about me. But it's like, Ted Nugent is a guitar guy, and he's pretty right wing. So
he comes to Iowa and hunts.
Not everybody in the music industry is a left wing nut.
No. Everybody's different, and I support the person who does archery as an archer, not their politics. If that makes any sense, because I'm a follower and lover of archery, which is called a Texas flight. If you ever heard of that word.
A what?
Okay, I'll give you the definition here. Give me a second here.
We'll just say it again once.
Texas flight.
Texas flight. That's not somebody from Texas.
I will post it here. Give me a second. I'll put it on my banner for you people.
Go hit the comments button so I can see what you're typing in the external.
Oh no! Actually, this is going to be on the banner below. That
Toxoflight. Toxo. Toxoflight. Plural toxoflights. Someone keen on or a lover or practitioner of archery.
That's what I am.
I'm just trigger happy. That's me.
That's okay too. Now, just because I, do archery, that's my primary skill set, does not mean I don't know how to use said things. I got my marksman badge and stuff in the service multiple times. Not that hard to do. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Cecilia, what the time is. I got 4 minutes to come up with a word. Dang it.
A word for what?
The word for the giveaway for next week.
You mean it's not going to be coffee?
It's not going to be coffee. No, that would be a good one if I was giving something coffee related away. That'd be awesome. But no, like a backpacking coffee grinder or something like that. That'd be awesome. But no.
Oh, I have one of those. Well, those, yeah, I have hand grinders. I mean, yeah, I think it's important to have a hand grind coffee mill, and you can get those online because you aren't always going to have electricity. If the electricity goes out, I want to be able to grind my beans, man. And I can, as long as I can boil water, I can make coffee. So
or tea, for that matter. Pepsi, is that the word? No, you mean Pepsi? No, Pepsi's not the word. I'm going to come up with something. I have an idea, maybe.
What the name of my rifle?
No, maybe.
Didn't even know what the name is.
I have no idea.
All right.
Let me see here. Yeah, I got a word.
You got a word, okay.
Yep.
Everybody's waiting for the word.
Yeah, I'll give it when it gets to 9:59. I'll give the word.
Oh, we got 1 more minute?
Yep, 1 more minute. I'm going to be giving
I did get a tetanus shot when I got my physical. Those
are not bad to get.
Yeah, it had been 20 years since my last one, so it was time.
Boosters are always good because, getting tetanus sucks.
He tried to talk me into the other one, and I gave him my,
Right.
Dr. Fauci doesn't practice medicine; he practices politics. So,
15 more seconds before I give the word.
The only question that came is do you trust the government? And my answer to that question is no, I don't. So,
okay, folks, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second.
1 second.
Okay. Actually, that would be a good word. Okay, that might be.
What?
Give me a second. I'm actually going to use this word because it is a good word. I like it, and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to. Please forgive me on my pronunciation. It sucks. I'm not going to. Toxophilites will be the word. TOXOPHILITES.
I think you pronounced it correctly. The first way you said it, it sounded like you
Well, I haven't read the word in a while, and I'm dyslexic, so bear with me on that one.
But A's and O's are, I mean, the circle looks like an O, no matter which way you look at it.
But the word is toxopholite, folks. TOXOPHILITE. So that's the word for next week's for the giveaway for the backpack.
The backpack giveaway.
Yeah, backpack giveaway. That make sure you post that word in the comment section below after this live stream. And it is 10 o'clock, and it is time for me to go. So, one more time, toxopholite is the word. TOXOPHILITE. I spelled it out 3 times, at least 3 times. And I actually posted it earlier in the stream. So, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, right before I let you go, someone has a question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
When's the Tavor giveaway? HVS. Well,
Okay.
What will happen is we'll have a low card. When I die, we'll have a low card. We'll have a drawing, and we'll have a low card. Anybody that shows up at my funeral will take his deck of cards, and the low card can have all my stuff.
What if it's the person who actually took you out?
They have to be there at my funeral, so I assume. Here's the thing that when I was
just kidding, folks. That was just a joke.
I know. When I was on, here's another joke, because it was funny, because when I was on Gun Channels, one time I described an incident where I was on the range and I was done shooting. I went to go take my target back, put it in the car, and I said, range safe. And I looked, there's only one other guy and his wife at the range. So his wife nodded at me. The guy was just picking up brass off the ground. And it looked like he nodded his head. So I went down to go get my target. And next thing I know, there's bullets ricocheting all around my feet, And so, I yelled at him, what part of range safe don't you understand? So I told that story when I was on the lobby chat on Gun Channels to G-Webs, the guy that used to run Gun Channels, and he said, well, Steve, don't get yourself killed. Right? Don't get yourself shot and killed, because if somebody kills you, then we have to go down. We're gonna have to go down, figure out who the heck it was that shot you, and then we're gonna have to take him out and to avenge your death. And I said, avenge me? I didn't even think you liked me.
Well,
he says, I don't. That's not the point. This is Gun Channels. We have each other's back, man. So it's like, oh, okay.
I've got to go. I've got to go.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming up, brother, and thank you for letting me see your face for the first time.
Low card wins everything, guys.
Oh, yeah. I pulled the low card tonight. I've got to go. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Good luck in the next week's giveaway. Congratulations to Frontier Outdoors. Heath, love you, brother. I'll be getting that off to you as soon as I possibly can. Good night, Hawaii. Thank you for coming. Most awesome talking to you as per usual. I'll find out more about your trees next week, I guess. We'll find out more how your trees are doing. How many, if you ever got your lemon trees planted?
Well, I'm only planting one lemon tree for now. So
for now, but I've got to go. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.